here from Lollapalooza. Super excited because we have a special guest with us, kind of fresh off the stage. I mentioned this last hour. I ran over to the stage to see your performance. We got Sampa the Great here on Vocalo Radio.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you killed it.
Oh, thank you.
You killed it. I love the energy. And I was telling them, I told everyone in the tent when last hour, you got on stage, your fan interaction's so great.
Oh, thank you.
And you said, "Who's been in love?" And you said, "That ish hurts." You know, I felt that.
I'm telling you. Like, we have the love stories and everything's beautiful, but you got to tell the other stories.
Yeah, you do
too.
have to say it. I was like, this is amazing. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. It feels good to be at Lollapalooza for the first time. Feels good to tour again. You know, after the last 2-3 years, everything was a bit shaky, but it feels good to be on stages and performing with my family. My band has been amazing. So I'm feeling good.
You could tell the love between all of you on stage.
Yeah. It's family. I have my sister there, my cousin there, and then everybody else. You know, we live in Zambia together. We live in Lusaka together. So it's real family vibes.
And I do have to say, the fashion is on point. We're doing fashion cams.
We tried.
Yes. we got the white jumpsuit going on, and I saw it on stage. And I love y'all. We're all wearing white. It was such a vibe in the crowd. And so, you know, you mentioned Zambia, and you said on stage, you're like, to have a Zambia band do Coachella. You mentioned a couple other festivals, and then Lollapalooza, and you said, but we're not the last.
We're not. Because I think, you know, people's ultimate goal is to be the one and the first. And for us, it's more about, like, breaking doors, like the way people broke doors for us. And hopefully we're not the last Zambian band to do these shows. That's why we do them.
I loved when you said that, and I wanted to get into this because this happened yesterday. I saw this. I'm sure you saw it on Twitter. Barack Obama put out his, can we get claps for this real quick? Barack Obama put out his summer 2022 playlist, and you were on there on the first page.
That was wild.
It was like Beyonce, Thames, Harry Styles, and then you.
Yeah, that was wild. We were flying into Chicago as well, so we just got here, and I'm looking through my phone, and my friend is like, yo, Obama's playlist. I was like, this is wild. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I sent it to my mom, and she was like, oh, wow. I really felt like this is the time where they feel like this is a real job. So I'm happy about that.
Look, proof.
Like,
this is working out. This music
exactly.
thing is happening. I was going to say, so seeing that, like, do you see the Twitter interaction, the Instagram interaction? Do you see, like, when things like that happen and it blows up, because everyone was looking at that playlist, obviously it went viral, do you see it on your side? Like, does your phone completely blow up when things like that happen?
People start tagging me, you know, on his post to make sure that I see it. It's like, oh, don't worry, I've seen it. But yeah, just, you know, I see people supporting and being like, she's from our place, look what she's doing, look where this has reached. And you see their excitement for the things that are happening in my life, and it's really sweet. So yeah, I see it all.
And your new single, because you just dropped this like yesterday, a day or two ago.
It's like a few hours after Obama tweeted.
That was good timing. If I didn't know better, I was like, okay.
This is part of the rollout.
we got the Obama summer playlist, and then releasing a new song. So Bona, we were speaking just before we went on air. The vibe's very different. Like, I don't even know what to call it, but I want to dance to it. You know, I'm just like, how would you categorize it?
To us, it's hybrid music. Us being my producer, Mag 44. I mean, I was born in Zambia and raised in Botswana, and kind of, you know, gone through these different places throughout my life and had many influences. So it's about bringing all those influences together, but still staying true to our culture. And it's Botswana music, like the music from Botswana. When you hear a lot of my stuff and a lot of what I talk about, you hear Zambia a lot. But I was also raised in Botswana, and I picked up a lot of influences from Botswana as well. So this is tapping into the other side of my inspirations and giving people like a dance track to dance to. Yeah.
I loved it because I heard it. It was like 3 a.m. I was like ready to go. I was like, let's go to the club or something.
Exactly.
So the whole record is going to be released in September. And so is that gonna be the vibe, or is the sound gonna be eclectic and all over the place?
It's very eclectic. I mean, you see what Never Forget is, you see what Bona is, and even Lane. There's sort of jumping between different territories, and that's what we wanted. We wanted hybrid music. We wanted to show you that African music can be taken anywhere. It's not limited to anything, and just showing all the influences in one project. So you're gonna get range. Let's say that this album is about range.
And I kind of wanted to touch on one more thing before I know you got other stuff to do today, but we're so excited to have you on Vocalo.
you.
But your Tiny Desk concert, the NPR, I mean, this was in 2020.
Yeah.
It was during
Yeah.
the pandemic.
Yeah.
I have to say, one of the most beautiful sets. And this was the home. They said this was the home version. And I'm like, whose house are they in? My house does not look like, I don't know where you guys were. It was a beautiful set.
Thank you.
The fashion, I think you are like the next fashion icon, honestly. The fashion was
I just like
on point.
nice looking things.
And I was looking at the comments. I want to read some of the comments I wrote
yeah.
down. The first one I saw, it said, when we had no one to believe in, Sampa the Great came through.
Wow.
And then I kept looking, and it was nothing but people saying Grammy nominations. She needs to be nominated for a Grammy. Grammy nominations are coming your way.
Wow. The positivity is amazing. I mean, as an artist, you're always fearful of releasing your music into the world, and you don't know how people are going to take it. But just to be visited by positivity and people pushing you onwards and people telling you they're proud of you is really encouraging. So that's beautiful. That's really beautiful.
And when you did the Tiny Desk, it was a part of the Black History Month.
Yeah.
And you've been very active and, outspoken about,
Yeah.
Australia.
Yeah.
And, being in the music industry in Australia.
100%. I mean, being a black artist in Australia isn't easy. Being in an industry where a lot of people don't look like you, a lot of people don't sound like you, isn't really easy. And I think for a lot of artists, we really just wanted to make sure people know we are here, and that there's a side of Australia that people may not know, and there's a culture that people may not know, and it shouldn't be overlooked because it's just as good as what is on the mainstream. Yeah.
I love it. And then you said, you're like, I talk so much because I know I can leave. You're like, I know I don't have to be staying in Australia. And obviously, you've gone places.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for being here with us.
thank
I
you
can't
for
wait to
having
see what comes. And then the
Yeah.
record's dropping September
September
9th,
9th.
right? So we need to make sure to keep an eye on you.
Please do. I'm excited.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
No problem. We'll head back to the music. It's Vocalo Radio, Chicago's urban alternative.
91.1 FM.